Hi there, thanks again for coming back to watch me on Naomi Can't Hide, where you're with me, Naomi. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the little notification bell as well so that you can always get my videos first. So tonight I'm gonna just do a short video on letting go. So the first thing I'm just going to say is that a lot of times in life we can hold on to lots and lots of different things, whether it's negative emotions, things that people say about us, even things. I'm just going to give a short illustration. So probably maybe about 6 months ago, my sister, who I work beside, we both work in the same place, she had been given a water bottle, and it was this black water bottle and it looked like so sleek and cool. She had one for her and she was like, do you want the other one? And I was like, yeah, I'd really like it. So I took the water bottle from her and I was like so excited about it because it was like really cool and I had been wanting a new water bottle, you know, save the planet and all that, woo, peace and love. And you know, have like a water bottle that you carry about with you all the time. And so I got this one and it was really nice, really sleek, really cool. So I got home and then my husband spied it. And he was like, oh, I really need a water bottle for work. And I really like that one because, you know, it is like black and cool and sleek, you know, just like him. And so he was like, you know, can I have it? And I was like, no, you're not giving it. You're not getting it. I'm not giving it up. You can't have it. And normally I would never be like that, but for some reason with this water bottle, I liked it so much and I had wanted it, and then he just kept asking for it, and literally for 3 days, he was asking me about this water bottle, and I just was continually like, no. And then God said to me, he said, Naomi, give him the water bottle. And I was like, because I just didn't want to give it up. So finally I was like, do you know what, babe? You know, you can have the water bottle. And probably about a week or so later, he came back to me with the water bottle and he said, you know, this water bottle doesn't actually work for me at my work because it's like a screw cap. You have to, you know, unscrew it to take it off. And he was just wanting something that was like maybe a wee bit more efficient. And so I ended up buying him another water bottle which just had like a straw on it. So I got the water bottle back. But then, would you believe that my sister ended up leaving the other one in my car, and now and hasn't asked for it back or anything like that, and now, so actually I now have the two of them. So that's just like a really small like illustration that sometimes when we hold on to things so tight, we're actually missing out on what God has for us. And sometimes God can come back and he can actually give us like a double portion or a double blessing of things that we've been holding on to. Or if we hold on to something really tightly, like I've just given an illustration. So like, okay, so this is like a dirty spoon that I've just found on my table there. So if I have like this spoon in my hand and someone's like, here, Naomi, take this. And it could be something like way better than obviously like a dirty spoon. But the only way that I can let go of, you know, this great thing is if I actually release what I have. And then, you know, I might end up getting something better, like a nice pair of shoes. And the other thing that's making me even more like kind of confirm about this topic tonight is that last year I went through, you know, the Bible talks about if you bear fruit, then, you know, God will prune you. And if you don't bear fruit, then God will cut you off. And last year, I know I did speak about it in one of my previous videos when I was sharing my testimony with you, that I did really feel like I went through a period last year of like pruning and just like getting rid of stuff. And it wasn't just like emotional baggage and like things of the past and hurts from the past and all that kind of stuff. It was actually physical things as well. I will do another video coming up soon about the journey that I went on in terms of like I did Marie Kondo and like 30 Days to Minimalism and like Simplified Life by Emily Ley. Lots of different tactics and strategies and things like that you can take in regards to like letting go of like physical things in your home. And last year I went through a massive clear it where I literally went through like bags and bags and bags, probably like 30 to 50 like bags of stuff, including clothes. Now, anyone who knows me like really personally or closely knows I absolutely love clothes. I love fashion. I love experimenting with looks and, you know, different things, and I like to stand out and like look a little bit different, which is again is a part of Naomi Can't Hide. Like when it comes to fashion, like I can't hide. I always like to have something that's a bit different and a bit unusual. And so last year when I really felt like it was about clearing out and getting rid of stuff, I was like looking at my wardrobe, and my wardrobe, like every time I would go back to it and I would clear out, and then God would be like, no, clear out more and more and more, until finally you're lucky, like when my things were like hung up, if there was probably about half a wardrobe of stuff hung up. Now before I started dating my husband, I had three wardrobes in one cupboard, and two tall boys and a dresser which also had drawers in it as well, like full of clothes. Like I had so many clothes, and I probably had about 200 pairs of shoes, about 100 bags, like masses and masses amount of clothes. So to go to the point where God was like, get rid of stuff, get rid of stuff, get rid of stuff, to the point that you're like, I had enough stuff to fill half a wardrobe in one set of drawers, which had like 4 drawers in it, and literally that was it. So for me to like go from that to that was like a massive thing, and it was really part of the pruning process, because when you let go of so many things, in fact, someone in a meeting that I was in today was saying about when they traveled to America and they were there for over a year, and they didn't have their family and they didn't have their friends and they didn't have their car, and the things that they, you know, that they felt were like such a part of their identity, they kept asking themselves, who am I? Who am I? Who am I? Who am I without like my family? Who am I without my friends? Who am I without my home comforts and my stuff? And I feel like that's what I was going through last year as well with God. So it was like getting rid of all the stuff that I felt I identified with so much. And because fashion was such a huge part of like my personal expression of who I was, it was like God was saying, you know, if you get rid of all this stuff and you let go of all this stuff, it's going to strip it back, and it's going to allow you to actually look at your internal person and who you are as a person. And so when I got rid of all that stuff, and you know, I really did feel like I went through a pruning process last year, and I let go of all those things, all the things of the past, and you know, God was able to really remove those things and heal me from the things, and that's what I shared in my testimony. But because all of those things are done and they're healed, it's like now as God is saying, I want to start to bless you. And actually tonight I don't know if you can see this, but literally like probably one bag, this bag here is like a black bag size of stuff. This bag here is like probably like one of those like tote bags of stuff. This is a bag of shoes, that's a bag of shoes, that's more bags of tops, and then this is like 3 handbags. So when you're like getting rid of things, and God is like pruning you back, and you're getting rid of things, God is a God of abundance. So when you know, cut things out of your life, whether it's like bad friendships or bad relationships or negative words that people say about you, or negative words that you speak about yourself, and you get rid of all of those things, and you maybe have that period of time where you feel like there's a void, or there's an emptiness, or there's like things missing, or you're so used to thinking about yourself in a particular way all the time that you now are like, okay, I don't think about myself as in like I'm not good enough, and you know, I'm shy, and I'm not confident, and I'm not like an outspoken person, or whatever it is, or you know, you're unloved, or you're whatever it is, even bitterness and resentment and jealousy, and you get rid of all those negative things about your personality, or even if it's getting rid of things inside your home, once you get rid of all those things and you feel like you're in that place of emptiness, or feeling like raw and vulnerable, that's actually the best place to be, because what that means is you have the raw materials, and then God will start to fill you, and he'll start to fill you with what he says about you, and he'll start to fill you and let you know who your identity and who you are in him, and who he's created you to be, and who he's made you to be. And he'll begin to give you your plan and your purpose and your goals. And if you've got rid of actual physical things in that process as well, God will then start to bless you and fill you up. So I just want to say thank you again for joining me tonight. And if there's things in your life that you feel like you've been holding on to for a long time, whether it's physical things or whether it's emotional things, then learn to let go of them. Let go of them, have a clear out, have an emotional clear out, give all those things over to God, or give those things away to charity if it's like a physical thing, and it will create a space for God to fill it with something new, something great, something special. And who knows, you might get a new pair of shoes out of it as well. So thanks again for joining me, and thanks again for joining me at Naomi Can't Hide. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and look forward to meeting you next time. I am getting better, guys. This video was only 11 minutes and so many seconds instead of the 20 or 30. So stick with me and I'll get much better at it. So thank you, guys. Take care. Have a good night. Look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.